how do you feel you didn't have a Super Bowl, you didn't have this, or you didn't? And I'm like, are you kidding? I'm the luckiest guy who's ever walked. That's how I feel.
He had that gunslinger mentality.
Stays on his feet, throws it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Tony Romo was a quarterback. He would bring you out of your seat.
He throws it deep.
It's like a piece of you just gets ripped apart that day.
Tony Romo, welcome. Tony sees it like that, and that's what you have to have on live television.
I just can't imagine there being a better word than gratitude. I wake up in the morning just being like, thank you.
Can't wait for this. Tony Romo's A Football Life coming up at the top of the hour. Have you seen the show yet?
I have not seen it yet. I saw the trailer that you just shown, so me and my wife were watching it. I showed my boys too, so we're pretty excited. I'm very anxious.
You know, it's funny because Carson Palmer was on this show talking about his football life and said that the thing that he was most looking forward to was the chance for his kids to see what dad had done because they were young, didn't really know what was going on when he was playing. Is that at all something that you're feeling right now?
100%. I think the reason why I was so excited when they, said they were going to do it was nothing more than I thought my kids really, they're 6, and then there's one of them right there. At 6, 4, they never had an opportunity to watch me play, and they're so young that when I showed the clip in the trailer, they were like, "What? Whoa! Can we see that again?" I'm like, "Well, I think there's a longer version, but it's why I was so excited when they told me that they were going to do one and that I was going to help out in any way I could because just you don't get opportunities to show your kids in depth detail, how your career went or what happened, and you can tell stories all the time, but I just, I think it's really neat that they're going to have that forever.
The promo we just saw had a clip that got my attention, which might take you down a different emotional path, which also means it's a very good promo, right? Because I want to know what this is all about. You said it's like a piece of you gets ripped apart that day. What are you referring to there?
I think when you have an opportunity with a team that you thought was, pretty good, they were referring to the Green Bay game, I think, that we lost, and I think that's obviously the opportunity that you had for your best shot, and you just know how hard it is to get that close and to have a football team that's, in a position to win those games. And I think, even to this day, it's still hard to, think about and talk about just because it's always, you put everything into it every day, everything you do, you try and do it for everybody else. And I think that part of it is what's always hard.
Well,
but, go ahead.
And if that is ruled a catch in the moment, that plays a potentially career-defining play for you.
Oh yeah, I think I even saw it in the clip and I talked about it. It's goes down as my best throw, I ever had. The week before, I threw a touchdown against Detroit in a playoff game. We were trailing late in the fourth quarter. That was big, but I've thrown other touchdowns in the games or whatever that had made us successful and win games. But that one, in that environment, in that situation, where I was at in my career, I think that would have been, it would have been the one that I probably remember more than anything. And I remember it just now, not for quite the same reasons, I guess.
Well, and Tony, let's be real. How many of us get to have 2 different careers in which we are among the very best at what we do in the entire world? Following your commentating career, post-playing career, you are so naturally gifted at that. And I think that we're going to reach a stage where you're like Madden, where there are people who only know you as a broadcaster. Would you be okay with that?
Well, my kids already only know me as a broadcaster, so basically it wouldn't be the first time. I do think that your words are obviously very nice and appreciative. I think you want to be good at whatever you do. The thing for me is whatever I decide that I'm going to do, that's important, or there's a competitive side to it, I guess, that I care about. I want to do it at a high level, and then if you're lucky enough, like I am, to have a team around you, like a Jim Nance, that makes you look a lot better than you actually are, probably too.
Well, Tony, I'm really looking forward to the show. Tony Romo, A Football Life, presented by Sprint. It is up next on NFL Network. Enjoy the trip down memory lane.
All right. Thanks, Lindsay. Appreciate you. I'm excited.